I have been a professional mental health provider over 21 years, and I thought it would be so fitting to talk about this as my first video of 2020, especially with what is happening currently in our country with this COVID-19 pandemic and this social distancing that many Americans are doing today. I like to call it physical distancing because we don't need to socially distance ourselves from each other. We need to provide a physical distance, but we still need to stay socially connected. And I felt an obligation to put a video out and to do more content about this and also other ways that we can socially connect with each other online and also in an electronic format. So here we go. 5 ways that I have been taking care of myself and my family during this quarantine. Let's get started. One, we follow a schedule in our house. That is the first thing that we did once we realized that the kids may or may not be going back to school in New York State. For many of us, we found out last week that the governor decided to have no more school for the rest of the year. But prior to that, many weeks before that, me and my husband knew that we had to set a schedule. And we already have a normal schedule in our home, but we had to set a schedule for kids that are home full time, learning, playing, growing in the home that they live in. So we set a schedule. So our kids know what time they go to bed Monday through Thursday, and they know what time they are expected to wake up. They also know when meal times are scheduled. They also know when their chores have to be done. They also know when their schoolwork must be started as well as finished. They also know when mommy and daddy must start work because I work primarily from home and my husband mainly works by going to work. He will do some work from home, but he's primarily working out of his company directly. So it's very important that there's a structure, and the schedule provides the structure in the home. I also use that time also to help my kids stay in contact with their friends and also family members, and I try to do the same thing as well. My contact with friends and family is kind of lower on that priority list because I have so much stuff that I have to do, but I do plan to try to get better at doing that. The next one is two, scheduling self care. It is so important that you schedule self care to take care of yourself and role model that for your children if you have younger children in the house, and also even for those that's in your house, because they will also pick up on the way that you take care of yourself as well. So it's very important that my kids know that it's time for them to do things that help nourish them. And that does not mean playing video games for hours on end. It also means reading a book. It also means taking time riding their bike. It also means playing with each other, either a board game or outside doing something together, um, supporting each other, right? That's a form of self care, especially for kids. For me, it's taking a warm bath, doing my skincare, caring for my hair, reading my Bible, daily meditation, exercise, riding my new bike that my husband got me. I'll put a picture of it here. I'm so proud of this bike. I can't wait for the weather to really stay nice so we can really go on some really cool bike rides as a family. We've done some of it, but the weather hasn't been consistently nice here in New York State. So that's the gist of the self care that's really important that you try to build. Do things that you know help you feel more connected and more alive and rejuvenated. That's what self care is about, okay? Three, I'm looking down at my list so I don't forget. Spending time with your spouse or your significant other. So that's why it's important if you have children in the home that you have a set time for when they go to bed. Because that's normally the time when adults can spend together, spending time talking about important things, supporting each other, and having that one on one time that you will need. And I know as a wife, that's so important for me to have with my husband, and he also says how important it is for him. We actually was talking about it today that we've been using our adult time to kind of do work, and we really shouldn't be doing that. We really should be spending that time together. So it's very important that you schedule time with your significant other. as well, because it provides connection. Now, if you're single, that could be a time that you spend either calling people, video chatting, networking with people online as well. So don't think that you can't connect with other people. You just will have to do it more in a digital format, okay? Four, scheduling time to keep yourself relevant professionally. So for me, that is making sure that I read professional journals, articles, research, checking professional websites, attending webinars, online training. I also teach. So making sure that I make sure that my teaching content is relevant as well, and also networking with other colleagues. And I can do that by calling them, and also sometimes we'll schedule a time to video chat so that we can stay connected as well. The fifth thing for me, which I found to be very important and so important for everyone, is staying patient. Sometimes the patience can run thin, and then that's when we need to make sure that we rejuvenate ourselves, we provide that support to ourselves, and we also seek support from other people as well. So, understanding that what we're going through is not permanent, it's just what's happening right now in the here and now, and making sure that you have the appropriate supports to help you get through this. And if that means providing more support through calling people or having online supports or even seeking out professional counseling, that's perfectly fine. But just being patient with yourself and knowing that this is not going to last forever can help you manage how you deal with this as well. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment box down below. Also share how you're caring for yourself and also your family during this very difficult moment for our country. I can't wait to hear the comments. I can't wait to see the discussions that hopefully get started in the comment section below. And please make sure you subscribe to this channel, because there will be more videos coming out about how I take care of myself and also ideas on how to take care of yourself, as well as a blog that talks about ways to take care of ourselves mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I'll see you guys really soon. Take care and God bless.